Some people would argue that modern society, your sexual desires can be kept in check. We've got the sexual revolution, as some people refer to it. You've got everything out there. And this is designed to keep your sexual desires in check so that you don't go out and do crimes of a sexual nature. However, we do see in society today that despite the sexual revolution, you've got a lot of crimes like rape and molestation and so forth that are happening. What do you think is the cause of this?
I think
why aren't the sexual desires kept in check when...
In fact, we can even argue that cases of sexual deviation have increased since the last century. We can even argue that issues such as rape and bestiality and all of these evil fetishes and evil manifestations of sexuality are on the rise. And if anything, it shows us that by flaunting and by opening up the door to promiscuity, you will not solve the basic problems that man has. Rather, you will worsen them. You will make it much worse than it is. And if we look at, I think that even though a lot of people have overdone and overkilled this, the issue of the Catholic priest and the molestation charges, the fact of the matter is every religious clergy faces this problem. It's not just the Catholic Church. However, what we argue is that if you try to deprive a man of being a man, if you try to deprive a man of natural feelings of sexuality, you try to cage him in and pretend that he doesn't have them, it's inevitable that this will lead to a backlash. And what we're arguing, we're not saying that Muslim clergy are free of sexual abuses or Jewish clergy are free. However, a case can be made that the types of offenses that have occurred within that particular subsection of Christianity, i.e. the Catholic clergy, it clearly shows you cannot control that which God has given you. You cannot put a clamp on it completely. What we need to do is to channel it. And one verse that I really love in the Quran, Allah talks about sexuality outside the folds of marriage. And Allah says, do not approach fornication. Do not go close to extramarital affairs, basically. وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الزِّنَا. Then Allah says, because it is an evil way. It is an evil way. سَاءَ سَبِيلًا. Which shows us there is a permissible way, there's a good way, and there's an evil way. Allah never criticizes sexuality in the Quran. Allah only criticizes unnatural manifestations of that sexuality.
Are you satisfied with letting others misrepresent Islam? No, we must do something. Support 877 Why Islam project. They have put billboards in over 40 cities, hundreds of subway and bus ads. 877 Why Islam airs radio advertisements in major cities and recently launched TV commercials on local Fox, CNN and CBS channels. Send your donations today.